Right then, F1 2018 has been out for about 3 weeks now, just over, and let's just say the online on day one wasn't the most polished when I experienced it. Let me give you a bit of background for this one. So it's release day, the 25th of August, and we're getting ready for a little lobby around Singapore. We've got qualifying at first up, and you can see here, just waiting, to get into the session. And all of a sudden, we get out on track, and I'm not driving. My car is out on track, but I am not driving. This was very, very strange, you can see. We're going around the track, but I am having no control over it. Yeah, bit of a strange one. But anyway, back to the action. But the launch was 3 weeks ago. We've recently had a new patch. So what better time to see whether F1 2018 is ready to host an esports event on it. I'm apprehensive at the moment, I think it's fair to say. So we're going to get into a ranked lobby for the first time this year and see exactly what it's all about. So straight into the first lobby then, and I don't mind this. We're having to wait a little bit. Having to spectate, and you know what, if this means that we're going to get a high quality lobby, then I'll take that. So the first race has now finished, and you can see everyone getting ready for the next race. So we're going to go back to the loading screen any minute now, any second now. Well, yeah, we're still waiting, but this is fine, I'm sure it won't take too long. Oh my god, what is going on? Well, this is a brilliant start. And, oh, finally, we've gone back to the menu. And let's see. Oh, wait, we've got 5 players now left in the lobby. And that is what happens when you keep people waiting for about 10 years. You know what? It's fine. We're actually in a lobby. We should be thankful. We've gained a few more people, so maybe this first online race of the year will not be too bad. So we're going to the 5 red lights, and away we go. And my lord, that traction that we've got on the pad is incredible, showing the pad OP off the line, just as usual on the F1 game. So we're bumping it up to the overtake ERS. We've got cars moving all over the place, and, well, that was just brilliant. We've just touched someone, and that Ferrari ahead. We've lost some safety rating. Not even one corner into our first online race, but still, no bother. We are in P3 at the moment, and hopefully we should have a good race in store. Coming to the end of the second lap now, we're still sat in P3, coming towards the end of the lap, and we've cut that corner, and we've actually got a warning showing that the corner cutting system is actually working on this game. Towards the end of lap 2 now, the penultimate corner, and we've cut the track once again, but you know what? We're just trying to test the limits of the game. That's exactly why we're track extending. Definitely not because I'm a terrible driver. So midway through lap 3 now, we should just about be finding our way around all these apexes. My lord, what a corner cut, and we've actually got a penalty. So fair play, the corner cutting system is actually working. As I said, I'm just testing it out. It's not because I'm an awful driver, I swear. Taking away from the fact that we've got penalties in this race, this has probably been the deadest online race I've ever done on F1 history. We've been sat in completely no man's land. We come across the line now and set the fastest lap, and that shows you all. I can actually drive on this game. Sometimes. On to the final lap then of this first race here at Russia, and the guy ahead in the Alfa Romeo Sauber is slowing down a bit, so we may have a chance at P2, although of course we do have that penalty, and my lord, he's going so slowly. How have we stuck to his back end? We've made impacts with the rear of his car, and somehow that means that we just spin into the wall. But anyway, we're not going to get too angry. We've had a guy on our inside. That Ferrari that we crashed into at turn 1 has gone down our inside. And now we're going to see whether he's going to ghost all over the place. No, he's just gone down our inside because we can't turn because we only have half a front wing because we crashed into someone. But I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter, and he's still going wide everywhere. We do manage to overtake him in the end, and we've got a Mercedes behind us now who's surely going to go for a dive bomb. Online lobbies don't change. They just don't. You've still got people dive bombing down your inside. In fact, it was a Williams, and he's just run us off the track, and we've got the penalty for it. It's not a great start. I will give it that. We finished P4, but it could have been better. Moving on from that disastrous first race, we are moving in to the Brazilian Grand Prix now, and we are about to go to the 5 red lights. We're starting in P3 in this one, so just showing exactly what we can do. Can we have a better race? Surely we can. We are away, and once again that pad traction is just unreal. We're in P1. Or we're nearly in P1. We are now in P1 by the time we get to turn 1, because someone doesn't know how to use their brakes through the first corner. So we've gone through the first part of the lap and we are in P1. And the next 5 laps were incredibly boring, so I'm not going to show them to you. We won a race, everyone else was terrible. And, well, we take our first victory of the year. A bit of an anticlimax, but yeah, very, very easy. I was expecting it to be a lot more difficult than that. As a result of us winning that second race, I thought, you know what? It's time to leave this lobby. Everyone else is not up to my standard. I am a racing god. I'm going to try and find another lobby. So going back into the ranked sessions, we're searching for a new session. And, you know, just waiting to join up with a new lobby. Absolutely fine. I don't mind waiting just a little bit. It's happened again. It's happened again. We are still waiting to join about 3 minutes later. And we just can't do it. What is going on? On a serious note, how the hell are we 3 weeks into this game and I can't even join a ranked session? What is going on? Fortunately, we did manage to find an unranked lobby with a decent number of people in here. So this time we've got qualifying up first as well. So around Monza as well. Pretty simple track. You know, it's how hard can it be to get around there? Going through a Ascari's chicane, evidently very difficult to get around the lap here. We've crashed. We have crashed. I will admit that. But still, we limp over the line like a true champion to take some sort of position on the grid, so could be worse. Right then, just waiting for the last couple of players to ready up, and then we can get into the race, and yeah. Again, I don't mind waiting, but I'm a bit anxious now, considering the waiting times that we've experienced before. Nah, I'm done. I am done. What is happening? Why? I've literally wasted about 15 minutes of my life in the last hour waiting for people. I mean, I just don't understand. Oh, finally, we've actually got there. We were 11 seconds off the pace, but we've taken P4. That is some brilliant driving from everyone else. And we waited so long that the guy in P2 was like, nah, I can't be arsed with this. So he's left. We've got a completely clear slot ahead of us. We're starting in P3 from a lap where we crashed on the grid. So we're getting into the race now, and it's a pretty even start between the front two. And we're going to try and maybe get past one of them. No, the guy, the Toro Rosso, has absolutely blitzed into the distance. He almost forgot to brake through the first turn. Doesn't know his way around Monza. And as a result, we just get past everyone and in it to P1. The standard of these players online has just been top-notch today. It's been absolutely brilliant. And surely the guy in the Force India is going to dive bomb us down the inside like every online lobby. But no, he doesn't. People have changed, honestly. Back in the day of like F1 2013, there would have been an absolute rocket sent down my inside there. And getting towards the end of lap 2, we're actually in danger of having a good online battle in just a random public lobby. I'm a bit confused here. This isn't meant to happen. I'm meant to have an awful time when playing online. I'm meant to rage constantly, but so far I've only actually raged at the game and not the players. So the guy who is in P2 in the Force India is trying to go down there inside, but we've put up a defensive masterclass there, and this is turning pretty decent. End of lap 3 now, and there will be DRS enabled now, and the Force India getting side by side with us. Of course, we're in the Ferrari around Monza, meaning we're bound to bottle it at some point if you know, we're to take after real life. But we are currently side by side on the way to turn 1. He's just about got ahead of us. Will we be able to outbrake him? This is a great battle so far, and the online stability is proving not too bad at the moment. I don't want to speak too soon, but we are actually wheel-to-wheel racing with another person in an online lobby. This is unheard of for F1, as the guy in the Force India just about trying to stay ahead of us, and then he lag spikes ahead, so maybe I did speak too soon on the connectivity. Just over 1 lap to go now, and we're waiting in the wings behind the guy in the Force India who puts a wheel on the grass, and we're going to take advantage of that by going side by side with him down the back straight towards the Parabolica. We're going to be a bit cheeky and get off the throttle, because that means that we are going to get DRS, and we are currently running side by side with somebody, another human being through Parabolica. What is going on? This is actually good. And we come across the line for the final lap of the race, engaging our DRS, and I think we should just about have the pace over the Force India, and yes we do. Going towards turn 1, we fended him off for the meantime, but of course we've still got one DRS zone to go on the run to Ascari. Talking of that DRS zone, we are now coming towards it. Force India, you can see the proximity arrow getting closer and closer. He's going to go for a move down the inside. We're going to let him go, and he's got a little bit deep, and he has spun, but what a battle that was. And I've slagged off online in this video quite a bit, and I've shown you evidence as to why I've done so, but fair play to that guy, and fair play to the connectivity in this race, because it wasn't actually terrible. I'm not going to say it was brilliant, but it wasn't terrible. It's an improvement on what we've had in previous years. I could actually race wheel to wheel, sort of, with that guy. And we come across the line to take another victory. Just showing how good I am at this game. And before we waste any more of our live, I think I'm just going to back out of this lobby and call it a day there. But showing you guys that I'm not actually terrible at this game, and that the online, at times, isn't terrible. Other times it is. And is this esports ready? I'm going to say no, not yet. There is a lot of work that needs to be done. If you've enjoyed this video, do make sure to drop a like down below, guys. Let me know down in the comments what your experiences have been. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.